So in the next game, we're going to be doing a scene, and if you hear any word with the letter S in it, I want you to yell, switch, as loud as you can. So let's practice for a second. Help. Switch. Dog. Stop.
Switch.
Awesome, good. So join me.
Switch. Hey.
Hey, Roy.
How it hanging?
It all good, Roy. It hanging way down low, Roy.
Nothing but a good laugh. That's for
Nothing
sure.
but
Switch.
Because happiness is good.
Switch. Switch.
Hey! Hey, Tracy.
Switch. Wait. Oh!
How are you? Good day? Well, having fun.
I've been kind of bored today.
Really?
You were working for 9 hours.
My 9-hour shift.
Brutal. For certain.
Brutal. Brutal for certain. But very funny.
True that.
Adam.
With the posture.
Almond.
Please.
I know, right? I can't believe everybody thought our show.
Switch. That. Because.
Go on.
All that time.
New beginning in a cave.
What was that?
Switch.
Bat.
Batman.
Of course.
Oh no, a hawk! A talking hawk! That won't say
We're doing first letter, last letter. So we'll be doing a scene in which each line has to begin with the the first word of the new line has to begin with the last letter of the last line. Can we get a relationship for them, please?
Astronauts.
Astronauts.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Rachel, you've been really polite these last couple months of me not wearing deodorant. Because I forgot it.
Tracy, you're the only person I've seen for several months. I have to be polite to you to maintain some kind of society, however basic, and I thought the sticky notes around the cabin would be enough.
How many ignored sticky notes does it take before you realize sticky notes are not an effective form of communication for me?
See, but they are a form of communication. They're a polite form of communication where people write notes about things that bother them, like your god-awful pit smell, and then they place it in a way that that you can read it at your leisure at a different time, like say when you're like looking in the mirror in the morning, and then maybe you can take it as a personal note and, oh my God, I'm gonna go crazy on a ship because you won't wear deodorant.
Talk enough?
Very funny.
Yes, I'm hilarious. But you never laugh at my jokes. How am I supposed to know that I'm maintaining comedy integrity if you don't laugh at any of my jokes while I am processing the core samples?
Sometimes your jokes aren't funny. Sometimes they're really long-winded and they have no point, and I don't understand them. I don't get them. They take like an hour to tell, and I don't get them. The entire time we were going through the atmosphere of our planet, you were telling one joke that was about like a horse wearing a hat, and I didn't get it. Oh my God, please do not tell the horse hat joke again. I'm going to go crazy.
You know, there was this horse, and he didn't have a hat for the longest time, and his jockey was like, why doesn't my horse have a hat? And he went shopping all the time to try and find a hat for his horse, and he couldn't because his horse had a really small head. So one day, he went to this shop where everything was really tiny, and he was like, oh my God, you have the perfect size hat for my horse. And the guy behind the cash register was just like 3/4 of the size of a normal human being. And he said, yes, I do.
Okay, what's the punchline of that? How is that a punchline? It was, they found the right kind of hat. That's not a joke.
Oh, every time I tell that joke, it gets funnier and funnier. The punchline is that you keep getting really annoyed with me.
Everyone had to do occupational training to come on this ship, and part of it was they said do not egg on your teammate, do not egg them on when you know it annoys them, because everybody gets annoyed when they're in close quarters, but don't annoy them on purpose. They said that. They said don't annoy them on purpose. On purpose.
Everyone is wrong.
General Hanley was wrong, because he put us specifically together, and he said that we would make a really great team.
Maybe,
I trust him.
maybe General Hanley put us together to learn things from each other, like good communication, like don't use sticky notes to tell your roommate that you share every molecule of air with when something is bothering you.
Usually I would find a way to disagree with you, but you're right, I should have been more direct. You smell very bad. You smell a lot, and the air cycles through and again, and it's kind of like refined it to a new smell that's even worse. And every time I look at you, like I just get this bile in the back of my throat, and I can't stop thinking about just zipping up your sleeping bag the rest of the way, and just like opening the door and just pushing you out. And you'd be in a sleeping bag. I would just get to see like a shape that just like suddenly like collapsed a little and then was gone. It was like a rain cloud just leaving me, and then there wouldn't be any more rain. It would be sunny days. So would you rather have me say that?
Thank you. I really appreciate the feedback. It's not going to change anything because I don't have any deodorant. It's good to know.